Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you one of our experimental batches of soap. Those are ones that we make in our little 12 bar mold there that I have on the right hand side of the screen. This soap, like the title says, is dragon's blood and vanilla scented, and we get so many requests for vanilla scented soaps. And then of course every time we bring them out they don't sell super well, so we're doing a lot of like vanilla based scents in our tiny 12 bar mold, so they don't sell super well, they're not sitting around for a long time. We also, Zach wanted to mix some dragon's blood, which is in one of our best selling candles, Vinyl Vibe, with vanilla, and see how that kind of worked out, so that's what we're trying here today. We also don't use a ton of vanilla because it turns brown, dark brown in soap. And while there is vanilla stabilizers, we've never actually used them. And from what I've heard, they only keep the browning of the soap away for a little while. So we're not really super interested in trying that. So I've added our custom fragrance blend into our soap there. And I have our mold on a box. You can kind of see it peeking out there so that it's on an angle. I wanted to try and do like 50% uncolored soap base here and then 50% a dark red, which I'll add after I pour in this portion. I didn't quite get 50-50. It does look really good though in the end. The other thing I'm adding to that red layer is some jojoba beads, which are what that white stuff is I just poured in there. So it's a nice kind of moisturizing but also exfoliating bead that dissolves when it gets warm, like on your skin or in the shower or the sink. I will say that this fragrance oil didn't discolor as much as what I was thinking it would. We also did do another experimental batch with the same vanilla fragrance. This is warm vanilla brown sugar from Nature's Garden. It's a duplication for the Bath & Body Works scent of the same name, warm vanilla sugar, and I remembered it turning a lot darker brown than it actually did, which is okay. And I also thought the dragon's blood scent turned darker as well. Originally I wanted to do some gold mica on the middle of the two layers, and when I went to go do it like you just saw there, it's like physically impossible to do it on an angle like this with that tea strainer, because that uncolored soap base layer is not set up enough to kind of support its own weight. But it is set up enough to pour the red batter on top. So I threw out that mica line, and now I'm just pouring that red batter very carefully over the scraper there. In theory, and it did work out, but in theory, you want to fill this up as much as possible so that the weight of the soap is holding that angle. And then once you have enough, you can kind of start slowly tipping it back over, and it should hold itself in place while you finish putting in the soap. This did work out pretty well, and you'll see here at the end when I cut this that it did. It did dip a little bit, but that's okay. There are ways to get it perfectly crisp, smooth lines. I think you could let it set up a lot longer than I did and maybe do a smaller second batch to top it off, but I wasn't terribly interested in this. This was more of a proof of concept than anything else. So I will scrape out that container there, and I will level this off as much as possible. I didn't really want to mix the two layers, so I was being very careful and deliberate with leveling off that top layer. But I did want to do a little spoon swoop to get some of that uncolored soap batter on top there. It will turn a browner color than what it is now. And you can see that this fragrance oil is behaving really well. Like I said, this is dragon's blood fragrance oil from Nature's Garden, and also warm vanilla and sugar fragrance from Nature's Garden as well. Both of them work really, really well. The warm vanilla sugar, we've used that in the past a couple times, and it always sells pretty well, especially towards the like holiday fall time when you're wanting a more like warm, sugary scented soap. I will then break out that gold mica that I did not get a chance to do. Actually, strike that. This isn't gold mica. This is a dark red mica. This is Merlot mica. It's kind of hard to see on camera here, but I am putting just like a dash on to have a nice like red mica line on the top. And then I'm going in with some cranberry seeds. These are from Brambleberry, and they are from like a little while ago, I think maybe from last holiday season, and I found them when I was organizing our fragrances and stuff the other day, and I wanted to use them. So I'm sprinkling those on as well, more of just like a design feature. They'll fall off when we go to use this or when the customer goes to use this, but they look kind of cute and they stay red-ish if you put them on the top of a soap. If you put them inside, the heat, I think, kind of like cooks out the red color or something. We'll spritz this with some rubbing alcohol, clean up the edges a little bit, and then I will tuck this away for 24 hours, and then it is time to slice and unmold. And you can see on the cutting board to my left on camera is our Creature Feature soap. That's not the name for this year, but it is a returning fragrance from last year. Last year we called it Creature Feature. I will then cut this soap. I tried to do this on its side so that the cranberry seeds didn't make cut marks through the bar. Every time I try and do this, I forget that our like backstop on our soap slicer is not tall enough to really do that super well, so I probably shouldn't have done that. But there that is. There's that really cool kind of half and half red and uncolored soap base line there. For the question of the video, we are going to say, if you had to choose between pizza or tacos, what would you choose? I would probably choose tacos. We have a super tasty taco vendor at the Vancouver Farmers Market, Razzo's Tacos, and every time I get them, I always think to myself, I could eat these all of the time. But that is it. That is our Dragon's Blood and Vanilla soap, which will be for sale starting October 1st online and in person. If you do want to support this channel and get soaps, candles, or bath bombs each and every month, check out our website, rainbrocrafts.com, to join this fabulous group of people on the screen here. We send them gifts each and every month as a thank you for supporting us and our mission to make the world gayer, greener, and cleaner. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below pizza or tacos, and also subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon. Thanks. Bye.